Hi guys, mic check. Hi guys, just want to talk to you today about the making of the sketchbook for Turko machine. It is a sketchbook. Don't know if you guys know about the situation about Turko machine. Haven't heard from him in a while. Some people want to reach out to him, didn't know how. SPG suggested that we do a little community effort. I thought it was pretty cool because I did want to make Turko a sketchbook and send it to him, but I know he's going through a lot. I know everyone's technically going through a lot, but I guess a lot of people want to reach out to Turko and didn't hear from him. So I thought it was really cool because I got inspired just by the sense of community that everyone want to, just remind Turko, hey, we're still thinking of you. Hope you get better. Miss you. Talk to you soon. Come say hi, because I know sometimes people want to be left alone, or maybe some people might feel embarrassed that they can't show themselves because many reasons. Like, I've had a few generous people come to my streams that used to always donate here and there, do subs or gifts or tips or whatever, and then they would disappear for a while. But they always told me, at least, they felt guilty or bad that they can't donate all the time. So I just like to let people know that I enjoy your guys' company. You need to lurk, go ahead. Or, no one's obligated to hang out or join anyone's streams. So I hope Turko doesn't feel like, because I know he would sub to quite a few people, be really or not even just subbing, but just be really active in the community. Maybe he's burnt out from it, because I know a lot of us met during the COVID lockdown, and a lot of those friendships did stay. Some ended, it happens. We all went back to work on site. We all got busier lives, I guess, essentially. And for me personally, it was really cool that a lot of those friendships actually stayed and lasted. And it wasn't just, temporary, back to work, I guess, back to my normal life, adios. But, everyone, different opinions, different feelings. I personally enjoyed Turko's company. I know I'm not as entertaining as a lot of you guys, musicians, gamers, but Turko just had this nice charm about him. I enjoyed his presence. He was very tentative to, I guess, everyone, to a sense. He always wanted to help with streaming setups, and I know he messaged me at one time trying to say, hey, you can get faster frames per second. Here's a better setup. Maybe we'll go over it sometime. So, he himself, I feel, is very community-based, driven. And whether some people, stop being friends with him, or me, or any one of us, I can personally say Turko Machine left a positive impression on me. And I'm sure he's left a positive impression on a lot of you. I mean, we all know each other, similar friend groups. I mean, I know we all have our own other subgroups too, but as a whole, I felt this would be really uplifting for Turko. I was just going to send him maybe a drawing, or maybe do the sketchbook over the course of months, because to do these sketchbooks, it takes me roughly 2 to 3 months if I'm making good time. But then one of SPG's streams, he suggested, hey, I'm going to draw him something, going to mail him something, and SPG's like, oh, that's cool, maybe we can all get in on it. And I felt really inspired because everyone at the time in the chat was like, yo, that'd be great. And then, I guess it's uplifting because there's a sense of a community coming together. But I started doing it, but then I got heavily discouraged along the way because I noticed a lot of people said they wanted to participate and do it, but never actually reached out to me. And to me, that kind of hurt a lot, because I know a lot of people want to be seen being supportive, or want to help the cause, but I just feel like I'm already doing all the artwork, taking people's character suggestions, writing their notes. I just felt like the least some people could do would just hit me up or meet me an eighth of the way. It's not even meeting me halfway. It's literally meeting me an eighth of the way. And I had to go overboard to really reach out and get in touch with some people who weren't really responsive, and that also left me feeling very exhausted, because I put everything on hold to do the sketchbook, like other than work, of course, because I recently got back to work at the beginning of March, and it was like all I did was wake up, go to work, come home, eat, and then just draw on the book. I did like I think I only did like 2 streams or 1 stream per week for the last several weeks while I was drawing in the sketchbook. But I literally put everything on hold, and it got very discouraging because I love art so much. It's a way I can share and connect with you guys outside of, say, streaming, gaming, or whatever. It's like something I can truly give. I can't drop people sub gift bombs, huge tips and bits and cheers. So I'm like, cool, this is something I can truly give of myself. And I know Turko, other people would appreciate it too. I think there are other artists out there who are more suited for the job, like Maya, aka another Inu fan. But I know Maya's very busy, got their own things going on, so it's like, who has the power to actually do this? Who's insane enough to take on this task? And I know it's going to sound cliche or lame, but I'm crazy enough to do this task. Oh, I'm fit for the job. It's like only a job in this instance, at least, that I can do, because I don't know anyone else who would put literally everything on hold to do this. And when some people said, yeah, I'll totally hit you up, I'm like, please do. I'm like gonna be sending this out soon. I sent a couple of pokes to people, no response. So it got very discouraging and actually pretty stressful, because I mean, thankfully, I know most of the people I reached out to did respond in a timely manner and didn't jerk me around. But some people, I was just like, it's cool if no one wants to participate. That's totally fine. But some people that I've also, another thing is, some people I messaged maybe a year ago or months ago never responded to my messages, other topics that are not related to this. And when I respond to them, or when I sent them a message about the Turko Machine project, I got instant replies, and I was like, okay, you're going to address this, but not the questions before. So that was also very discouraging, just seeing, not necessarily people's true colors, but like, I do feel a little bamboozled, or maybe almost like a fool, because I believed so much in all of our communities and friends that, especially for this cause, for Turko Machine, cheer 'em up, Operation Turko Machine. I don't know, maybe it got overhyped in my head, but it left me feeling very sad and drained, almost unappreciated. Not that I'm asking to be, be recognized or appreciated, but it's like, if I took the time to do this, all the legwork, everything, and people even said on multiple streams, not just SPGs, but other streams, I was kind of advertising it. I told people, just hit me on Discord, this is my hashtag number, everything. Or even send me a DM on Telegram, email, even Twitch DMs. People were like, yeah, totally. And they just never did. And it got to a point where I'm like, I need to start making this book. So I still got a decent chunk of people, but a lot of it was just me improvising and doing my own thing and seeing other characters of some other video games that Turko Machine likes. I mean, I threw in some random ones in there, but I am still very happy and grateful that I was able to get this message or this mission done. And I got people's personal messages. Some people had me paraphrase some stuff. A few others had me just make up a phrase, but for the most part, I think the most cool or endearing part of this whole experience was the community coming together and letting me be able to share or be that vessel or medium to express maybe our well wishes for Turko Machine, or just, I don't know, just fun. I know some people might consider it childish or lame or stupid, but to me, art is always going to be top notch. And again, who's going to take the time, put everything on hold to get this done? It's like looking in the mirror. It's me. But I'm sure everyone or anyone else can do it. If not the same thing, do something else in their own way. So that's another cool thing, is that we're all unique, we're all different, and we get to express ourselves how we want. I know some people like music, some people like artwork, some people like crafting, so it's just really cool to see a lot of the community that come together to wish Turko Machine well. I don't know what's fully going on. I got the gist of it, but anything he wants to share, he can. And, you know, we're just letting him know we're all here for him. Even if he just wants to talk, I know I have it. I am guilty of this. I am more used to chilling in people's streams, like say after work and stuff. But I actually prefer one-on-one talks, direct messages, texting. I can do calls or group calls, but you don't really get the intimate time of one-on-one to really pay attention and listen to somebody. Sorry. And so I get a lot of feeling that a lot of people actually rather talk during a stream than one-on-one or a small group call, which I don't blame them. Everyone has their comfort zones, their likes, their dislikes, but to me, when it's on stream, depending the context and what's going on, it feels kind of not genuine. And I'm a very genuine person, so it's like, I know everyone has their own comfort zones, different vibes, different ways of just existing. But I'm confident that Turko Machine will appreciate this. Will he respond to it? I don't know, because again, I don't know what's going on in his life fully, but you know, everyone has their reasons. I will not hold anything against Turko. Say if he gets the sketchbook, doesn't even say thank you. As long as I know he got it and breezed through it, that's enough for me. And if he doesn't want to keep it, he can always donate it to charities like speed running events or art, or most conventions always have like a charity auction or looking for donations and physical incentives or donations for people. So again, even if Turko decides to never talk to any of us again, that's perfectly okay. I will respect his decision. And if, who knows, maybe he just needs a break. Maybe he's burnt out. But if he comes back out of nowhere, I'll welcome him back with open arms, because I was going to say unfortunately, but not really unfortunately, but for me, it's hard for me to forget people, good or bad. Whatever impression you left on me will stick with me. I could literally be on my deathbed at like 90 years old. I'm like, hey, remember that guy, Turko Machine? They're like, yeah, what about him? He likes poutine. Or just like, I can just bring up old memories of him or anyone in our communities. I can go on about Elude, Seven, Meowsicle, SBG, Pie Fluff, Maya. I mean, the list goes on. That you guys are in my hearts, or memories, whether I like it or not, forever. And I don't think I could honestly forget anyone. I mean, yeah, we might drift apart back to work. People are busy, I get that, but like, there's no way I'm gonna forget you guys. Unless it's a lot of time goes by and then we just stop talking to people, and like, that'd be a way, but I would still know you existed at one point, and you know that we did have a conversation. We were in touch. But sorry for that long tangent. But just letting you know, sketchbook, I am sending it out on Saturday, April 8th. I think international packages usually take 2 to 3 weeks to get anywhere. So hopefully, when this is all said and done, hopefully before May, Turko Machine will get the sketchbook and you guys' messages of encouragement and just, hey, we miss you, you're cool, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, it's just a kind of an eye-opener for me that I felt kind of foolish that maybe I felt like more people would be involved with this and how easy it was to get involved. But then I felt a little dry and let down, and then had some conversations with some people and some personal stuff for everyone. So just like I guess it's just got me down, and I don't want to bottle it up either, but I think it is important to go over these things because there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So on other people's ends, it could be like, oh wow, Parloc's making great time, hang in there, good job. But the amount of literal blood and tears and sweat or whatever went into this, I poured my soul into it, and which I usually love doing. It gets me arting, it gets me excited, but it also just left me really drained. I mean, yeah, I was drawing for like, I think I got it done in 2 weeks, which is a hell of a personal record of mine to complete one of those books. Yes, I have internet references. I'm not freestyling this. I pull up references. I see a pose I like. I'll try to replicate that in the book. If I had to do this freestyle all from my own imagination, it would have taken much longer. But yeah, I did this in about 2 weeks. That's a new personal record of mine. Theoretically, I could do it in 1 week, but it takes a lot of time. I estimate it 30 minutes per sketch. I mean, some go faster, some go slower, but it's a 110-page book. I think I draw 108 or 9 pictures. So right there, it's like, I can easily tell you over the last 2 weeks, I put in over 40 hours into this. Probably closer to 55. And my pencils kept breaking. I got really annoyed. I finally ordered some more. But I just wanted you guys to know I'm not resenting or hating on anyone. It's just, I don't know. It just left me feeling dumbfounded, but also sad at the same time. Still happy I did it. And in fact, if this project wasn't for Turko Machine, like if this wasn't for him as a letter, I guess, of encouragement from the community, I probably would have abandoned the project. Or I would have rage quit the project out of, well, being salty and sad of the turn of events and the outcome I've had, or the responses I've gotten to this. Most of them, thankfully, are positive for the people who did respond. There were some negative comments saying, like, why are you doing this? What's the point? I'm like, what do you mean, what's the point? Just saying thank you for you. It's such a cool cause, but I guess that's really irrelevant. But for the most part, I just glad I did it. I don't regret doing it, but if we happen to do another one of these events like this or sketchbooks, I might just do it all myself without anyone's input, because I don't want to be stuck waiting for either instructions or, say, people's input or feedback or what to do. So I typically do 2 sketchbooks a year, maybe 1, depending on how the year goes, and I just gift them to people. I don't tell them about it, and I like to surprise them. So I'm currently working on one. I had to stop that. I even told some customers, hey, if it's okay, I'll get back to you in the middle of April or maybe even May. I just said I got a rushed order commission going on because it's too much to explain to some customers and stuff. But thankfully, my customers are really understanding and I appreciate them. So I'm probably going to take a couple days break of drawing because it's all I've been doing when I came home other than eating and sleeping and work. Been slouching a lot. I've been shrimping a lot, but I just want to let you guys know I appreciate you guys. And yeah, it's definitely an eye-opener. So if we do any projects in the future, I might kindly ask everyone if they really intend to participate, and please don't leave me hanging. I might even do like a Google form sheet to sign up. But I was originally going to do that, but the problem is I do all this work to set up a survey / sign-up sheet. If people don't fill it out, then I just wasted a bunch of time making something that no one's ever going to use. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to reach out to everyone. But out of everyone I reached out to, only maybe 50% got back to me. And another quick bit is it's also discouraging because, like, okay, you know, people are busy. I get that. But the days went by. I see these people I reached out in other streams talking it up, saying they're not doing anything. They're bored. And I'm just thinking, dude, I'm right here. But, you know, I don't want to call anyone out in the middle of a stream or in a chat or start anything. But I'm just like, okay, you have time to, and this isn't the people streaming. These are just people like lurking and or hanging out in chat. I'm like thinking in my head, okay, you have time to go to all these streams, do everything normally, and you can't even give me a reply, or at least some did give me a reply, but then never followed up. So I was just like, I don't know. Again, sorry, very discouraging. I probably shouldn't even make this video, but I feel it's also very important because real talk is important. Talking about our feelings is important. I don't want to bottle it up or say have any resentment towards anyone. So I'm just putting it out there that, hey, this is how I feel. This is what went on behind the scenes. And yeah, I feel actually really kind of destroyed from all of this emotionally. Maybe a little physically, but that's just because I've been drawing so much, but that will get back to normal soon. But I'm really grateful for the ones who took the time to respond to me and actually participated and actually, I guess, had the decency. I was going to say cared, but I think that's too harsh. Who had the decency to level with me, even right away, if they didn't want to do it or couldn't do it, it's fine. But I also know going out, it was extremely exhausting for me because I was already doing all the artwork, going to the post office, shipping this out, but then also having to essentially collect signatures from people. It was just, it was way too much. And it's like, I think I need a huge mental health break right now. I mean, I'm still gonna be active. It's not like I'm going AFK or anything, but it's just like, it was a tough cookie. That's, I guess, the best way to say it. It was a tough cookie. And, oh, maybe I just took on more than I could chew, but again, it feels really good when I can do these type of community efforts. And I'm still going to continue to do them, but just probably more in private, or maybe announce it when it's all said and done. But if anyone does have ideas or stuff, you can still let me know. I just may be less likely to participate depending on the context. Because all our times are worth it. My time is valuable. Your time is valuable. So it's like, I can see it from both ends that, I don't know. It's like also like the kudo board thing. I just feel like there's so many of them. It almost loses its meaning to me. And I felt like maybe me asking for signatures and artwork suggestions for Turko might have rubbed people the wrong way, because it might have just reminded them of another, here's a kudo board, sign it. But I feel like this is way better than a kudo board. This is like 100 kudo boards in one. This is a physical kudo board for an amazing person, Turko Machine. And I don't think that could, I mean, yes, it could be topped, but in this simple context, everyone can do a quick message on the kudo board, that's fine. But, or maybe I'm just saying this because I put in the physical work of making art and sending it to Turko, knowing that he will get it, puts it on a whole other level for me. It's like a super gift box deluxe from the community, which to me is very heartwarming. So again, very happy I did this experience, but it left me feeling drained, and I'm probably going to be sad and drained for a while because of it. But I won't bring that to anyone's streams or anything, but just letting you know in case I'm a little more off lately, it's probably because of the events that occurred during this sketchbook. And another note with the sketchbook, unfortunately, I try to keep them in mint condition, but on my table or whatever, lead from the pencil smeared on it, the front somehow got scratched. So this, unfortunately, the sketchbook does look a little beat up. But unfortunately, that's what happens when you have a sketchbook. I try to send them in clean condition, but this one did take a beating. I don't know how. I always try to be careful, but it just still took a beating. And I can't wait for Turko to get it. And again, even if he doesn't reply, even if he doesn't say give me a thank you or give a thanks to the community, I'm okay with that. It's Turko Machine. He's not. No one's obligated to participate or say or do anything. It's just, here, Turko, thought of you, drew some art for you from your characters that you like from video game franchises and such. Some of the community members want to leave you messages of encouragement as well. Get better soon. We miss you, etc. So that is going to wrap it up for this. And pretty much see you next mission. And I hope to get the next sketchbook done. What is it, April? Maybe by June I'd like to get out my next one. And who knows, maybe I'll do a third one this year, since I made such great time in that one. But I need to balance it out because I haven't drawn personal art in a while. I haven't taken as many commissions for freelance work in a while. I stopped streaming pretty much for a couple of weeks straight. So I guess I have to do everything in a balance and really juggle what I want to do and don't do. But yeah, that's it for now. Just want to share that. Thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it.